Hello students, welcome everyone. I'm Amrit and today we will discuss the chapter Tsunami taken from the book Honeydew chapter 2 from class 8. For your better understanding, I have divided the chapter into 3 parts. Today we will discuss the first part. In this video, we will come to know what is tsunami, how does it occur, and what are its effects, and how should we be prepared for such natural calamities. Now, before starting the chapter, let's quickly go through the main characters. There are 5 main characters in the chapter. They are Ignatius. Ignatius was the manager of cooperative society in Kachal. Next, Sanjeev. Sanjeev was a policeman of that place. The next is Meghna, a 13-year-old girl. Next, Almas Javed, a 10-year-old girl. And the last and the very important character is Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl who saved many lives. Her parents were Penny Smith and Colin Smith. These are the characters who played vital role in saving other people's lives during this tsunami. Now we can see here Kachal is here, Kachal Island is here, and the Nankauri Island. So here you can see in this group of island, Andaman and Nicobar group of island, there are so many small and big islands are there. You can see for yourselves. Let's go ahead. Students, now I'll explain you the chapter line by line with word meaning. Let's start. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. So, what is tsunami? Tsunami is a earthquake under the sea, which causes a large and powerful wave, and that is called a tsunami. On 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India, such as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival. So, here we see that on 26 December 2004, there hit a tsunami in place called Thailand and Tamil Nadu coast, and that brought great disaster. And so there people showed their courage and survival, and we'll see now in this chapter. Here, did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. Okay, so here we can see that few people say that some animals, they're able to sense whether some disaster is coming, so it's correct. Now you will be able to see here that so many these properties, cars and all these things, they are scattered here and there. This is caused by tsunami. Now let's move ahead. Now let's go through this chapter. Okay, these stories are all from Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Students, see the meaning of archipelago. Here, archipelago means a group of many islands and the surrounding sea. So, a group of islands surrounding with sea is called a archipelago. Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television, set off its table, and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. So here we see that Ignatius, that he is the manager of cooperative society in Kachal, and around 6 a.m. his wife wakes him up and they feel that there is earthquake, and suddenly Ignatius takes his television and sets it off, and then they see the tsunami in the television. When the tremors stopped, see here, tremors. When the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising in the chaos and confusion. Two of his children caught hold of the hands of the mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife was also swept away. Only the three other children who came with him were saved. So, see here, he says that uh, when the tremor stop, that here tremor means the shaking, okay, that was caused by earthquake, or that is tsunami. So here when they felt that shaking, the tremors, they started running here and then. They were in complete chaos and confusion. See here the meaning of chaos, that is complete disorder or confusion. Then a state of situation where nobody knows what to do exactly, that is disorder or confusion. Okay, let's move ahead. Sanjay was a policeman serving in the Kachal island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter from the waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of Zone, the guest house cook. Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. So, as I told you that here Sanjeev also is one of the main character, that he was a policeman and he means to try to save his family, his daughter, his wife, and they were just about to go in the safer place. But at the same time, he saw that John, the guest house cook, he was shouting for the help, and Sanjeev, without thinking anything, just he jumped over there and he tried to help, but without vain. That means they all were swept away with the wave. 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. They spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on a wooden door. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. Now see, here 13-year-old girl Meghna, she was also swept away by the wave, and along with her there are around more than 77 people also were drowned in that. And so while she was swimming on that wave, she was just trying for some help, and so she was floating for 2 days. Here you can see floating for 2 days, and then she was holding wood, and then she saw, she was able to see that on her overhead there was rescue helicopters. More than 11 times she saw it, but they were not able to see her. And finally, she was brought to the seashore, that means side of the sea, by the wave. And so somehow she could manage to help herself. Alma Javed was 10 years old. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Her mother, Rahila's home was in Nancowry Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. So see here, Almas Javed, she was of 10 years old. Okay, she was only of 10 years and she was studying in Carmel Convent School. And her parents, along with her parents, she had gone to celebrate Christmas to a Nankari island where her mother's home is there. And so they were trying to celebrate the Christmas, enjoy the Christmas, but there's something disaster happened. When the tremors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. He understood that the water would come rushing back with great force. He woke everyone up, tried to rush them to a safer place. And we see here that Almas, okay, Almas, we can see here that early morning when they also felt this tremors, the shaking early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Alma's father saw that sea water was recede. Here you see the meaning of recede. Recede means move back from where it was. That means it was slowly, it was just getting disappeared. Okay, and so means her father started waking up everyone and took them towards the safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and fell down. Her father rushed to him. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. Now see, as they were all going or rushing towards the safer place, her grandfather, okay, her grandfather was hit by something. Maybe they were in the house, and so while running they were just maybe in the door or somewhere in the pillar. He was hit by something and then just fell down, and uh, her father tried to help him. Alma's mother and aunts stood clinging to the leaves of a coconut tree. Calling out to her, a wave uprooted the tree, and they too were washed away. And we see that Alma's mother and aunt, both of them, they were clinging. Clinging means here hanging out with something once. So here they were just hanging with the in the branch, the coconut branch. And so we see here means they were trying to save themselves by holding up the coconut branch, but that tree, the coconut tree, was also uprooted and they were all washed away with the wave. Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it, then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Camorta. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. Now see here the meaning of traumatized. Here traumatized means greatly shocked and distressed. Means when somebody is greatly shocked, completely distressed, they are by some event or some incident has taken place with which they are greatly shocked, and so they don't want to remember that thing again. So we can see here that all people means they are trying to save each other, they are trying to save themselves, and that's why already in the beginning I told you that it's a story of courage and survival. So my dear students, we can see in this picture, we can see here means how when the tsunami takes place, all it brings destroy damages. Okay, all these houses were damaged. Here you can see here all these properties were scattered here and there, all trees were collapsed, and so nothing is left here, everything is collapsed. So this tsunami brings lots of devastation, all this destruction. Okay, so my dear students, here we have just completed this chapters part 1. I hope everyone understood well and try to solve these questions, and if not, I'll be helping you out. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.